Hello, and welcome to Karen's Library and a medley of the police being the police. After Josh Lee's court case failed, but he still got what he wanted.
There have been violent clashes between police and protesters in the heart of Sydney, with capsicum spray deployed, punches thrown and multiple people arrested. Huge crowds gathered in the city to protest the visit of Israel's president, with demonstrators and officers squaring off before tensions boiled over. Let's bring in Zoe Martin in the newsroom for the latest now. Zoe, do we know how many arrests were made?
Ursula, the total number of people detained hasn't yet been confirmed, but from what we've seen from our cameramen on the ground, there have been at least 30 protesters detained. At times, these arrests were quite forceful. Video capturing the violence that erupted as crowds clashed with officers. People were knocked to the ground and trampled on, some even punched. Capsicum spray was used, some demonstrators using goggles or masks to protect themselves, others forced to leave the protest in search of water. Riot police, mounted police, all out in force. Anger really began to build as the crowd started chanting, "Let us march." But under the protest restrictions, it's still banned. The Palestine Action Group losing an 11th hour bid this afternoon to overturn protest restrictions, meaning police still have extra powers to shut down parts of the CBD, give move-on orders and limit the number of people gathered. The court loss not deterring the crowd, though, thousands packing into Town Hall in a protest like many haven't seen before.
I've been coming for 2 years and they have been peaceful and civilised and good-natured, and tonight it was a disaster. They provoked awful rioting and pushing and shoving, violence from the police.
Yeah, it's the police's fault that you couldn't control yourself and had to march anyway. This guy's been in one of my other videos. I think he works for Sydney University. Anyway, here's some the police manoeuvres. And these guys try to block their road, praying to their God given to them by a Jewish angel.
Guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey! Come on! What the fuck? Hey! They're fucking praying! They're fucking praying! Look, 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 look! Oh my God! Wow! 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 What's in? Wow!
And there's always those screaming women that you can hardly call Karen. And there's always these women around who aren't screamers. Um, they're well educated. They often work in the education system or in lawyers. They're into Islamophobia and boiling the frog. And you can hardly call them Karens because, like, yeah, they're not liberal white women. So I reckon a good name for them are Delilahs. Women like this lady.
Less than a month after the implosion of Adelaide Writers' Week, the controversy has landed in New South Wales. Palestinian-Australian author Dr. Randa Abdel Fattah has been announced in the program of the Newcastle Writers' Festival. In January, speakers boycotted the Adelaide event after its board disinvited the author amid pressure from Premier Peter Malinauskas. It was claimed her inclusion would not be sensitive in light of the Bondi terror attack, a claim for which the board later apologised.
Our invitation had gone out months before. I think it's really problematic to link Dr. Abdel Fattah with Bondi. I think that was unfortunate that Adelaide did that in their statement.
Premier Chris Minns denied his government pressured the Newcastle board to remove her, but acknowledged there have been discussions.
I think they're crazy to invite that author when you think about how divisive it is.
The Premier also questioned Dr. Abdel Fattah's calibre as a writer.
It's not as if this author's Harper Lee or Salman Rushdie.
Dr. Abdel Fattah posted on social media responding to the Premier, detailing her literary credentials.
Victorian Premier's Literature Award Best YA Novel of 2017. Highly commendable, shortlisted, and notable children's book. Yep, just the same as Harper Lee and Salman Rushdie. Anyway, that'll do. See you later. Bye.